Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday afternoon, and hey, just a bit outside radio show going a lot outside with a afternoon Thanksgiving week show. Thanks for joining us on Facebook, on YouTube. Share that link, share that love. You got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, how is it going?
Hey, what's poppin', Mark? What's poppin', outsiders? Happy pre-turkey day. Can I get a gobble, Mark? My man. Hey, and like Mark said, coming at you at a special time this evening to get your stomach and your taste buds tantalized for tomorrow's feast. Yeah, so we up in here. And a big shout out to everybody that tuned in. I know this is a little unorthodox time, man, but we're going to chop it up all the same. All right. Let's talk about what's going on around town, man. Holidays are upon us. You know, we got Thanksgiving Day tomorrow. We usually do when we first got started, man, we had some hell of Thanksgiving Day specials, didn't we, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got, and I think, we got to rework the way that we do things and try to get back in person. Yeah. So we might have to try to bring that back next year. So
some special events have some Thanksgiving feasts and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We gotta get back to the tradition. And speaking of traditions, and this is for my outsiders out there listening and watching as well. I kind of want to talk about Thanksgiving Day traditions. Ones that we love, ones that we hate. I want to kick it off. One of the great family traditions is falling asleep after you eat this fantastic meal, right? I mean, either the meal that you cooked for yourself, even though there are some people out there who are like me, like, if I cook all this food, I don't even take the time to eat it. It's more so satisfying watching other people eat my food.
You cook?
No. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm frying a turkey tomorrow.
You're frying it? Ooh.
Yes, I am. I've been doing the turkey for the past 3-4 years. Now, yes.
Keep the fryer at least 10 feet away from the building. Lay him up.
Oh, you're talking to a damn near professional now. And you know how my father gets down on the grill, and he has shown me all of his little tricks and teach me all of his secrets. Like, yo, man, yeah, I fried a turkey. I have smoked a turkey. So, I've been, I've been getting my little experience in. I've been getting busy for real. So, and then everybody's looking forward to my, Major Keisha's famous fried turkey.
So I've cooked the turkey before, but
yeah.
Like the last few years, I've been going over to a friend's house because I'm from out of town, so I don't really have much family here. This year we're doing things a little bit differently, though. We're getting one of those Popeyes Cajun turkeys
Really? I heard those are good.
I've heard they're good too. So I have a few people who have been like, "Let me know how it is," because I've heard.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to trying that.
You gotta pick up one of them gallons of lemonade to go along with it, yo.
For true. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then there you go. There's another Thanksgiving Day tradition: Popeyes Cajun turkey.
Cajun turkey.
Yes. And then if you're from the dirty, you already know what it is when it comes to that.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Another great tradition that we all as a people love. I mean, who doesn't love the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, right? Am I the only one?
You love it?
I tune in every year. I usually tune in early on before I start, doing my thing with my family. Because one thing, I mean, Mark, I like Broadway shows. I like plays and stuff like that. So this is like the one time I can get like a little sneak preview of everything. You know what I mean? I can be like, ooh, actually, dude, I want to see that. Or, ooh, I like the way, I like this music or the way a person sings or whatever.
See, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I think like if I was in New York and at the parade, I'd appreciate it a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But like my personal opinion, like NBC's kind of overproduced it, and the TV experience just, I don't know, it feels fake to me sometimes.
Yeah. I can see where you're going with that because it's really got a more glitzy. Excuse me, as the years have gone by.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, back in the day, it was more so about the floats.
The floats, the balloons.
Now we have these, long-ass fucking performances. And I be sitting up here watching these people like, yo, you have to, for the route, you have to do that shit at least 5-6 times. Which is
sure.
like, freaking exhausting to me, if anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Word. Okay. Other great traditions. Yo, great family debates, especially the ones that end in fights. Those are the most entertaining and best ones. Dude, you gotta bring up politics. I always find a sneaky way to bring up politics.
Oh, God.
Fortunately, in my family, everybody's pretty much on the same side, and the argument is who's righter. I know that's not a word. Mom, don't kill me. But there's very few times when people are on opposing sides. But politics, debating about politics, debating about foods, debating about the sides of the evening. Who makes the best macaroni and cheese? Who makes the best stuffing? Those are the things that I love, man.
Last year's pumpkin pie was better.
Right. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. But, over the years, I feel like food has kind of changed a little bit. Well, at least it has in my house. I mean, we still have, a lot of the traditional, we have, the traditional foods and everything, But, we've introduced other things.
Okay.
I have become responsible for making asparagus and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, hell
That's become one of our sides. And it's as opposed to greens and stuff like that. So, I mean, we still do. They still do greens, but not as many because people have been wanting the Brussels sprouts. People have been wanting to grilled asparagus.
I was gonna say, you roast those Brussels sprouts or what?
Yeah, I roast the Brussels sprouts and I grill the asparagus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, you've seen all the wonderful toys that my father has in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
So you can get very creative and really get busy up there. So
if we ever start a food channel, we just got to do it from your dad's barbecue.
Hell yeah, man! We can set up and everything. He's got the patio all laid out. He's got the Bose surround sound out there.
Yeah.
He was actually talking about getting this 60, 70 foot TV for out there.
Really?
And my mother said if she does it, she's going to choke the life out of him.
See, that's why y'all get it for Father's Day.
Yeah, I was just thinking, well, we really could use that. It would really bring the family together.
There was something I saw last night, completely separate, I guess, tangent of the conversation, but on TV, there's an advertisement for a pizza oven, and it was for outdoors, and you could do gas or wood. I was like, that would go perfect in Keisha's dad's barbecue area.
Hell yeah.
Couldn't get you away from that place then.
No, hell no. Yeah. I'd be a super major quiche too.
Yeah, right?
No bullshit. Lots of other great things been going around, man. Of course, the Ravens was out in the streets handing out turkeys. I guess what do you call him? New governor-elect.
Yes.
Wes Moore and his wife volunteered with the Salvation. Over the past week, everybody's this is another one of the traditions of Thanksgiving that I love. I mean, giving back.
Yeah.
Your time.
Tori Smith is always out there.
Yeah.
Helping out. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So that's always nice. We talked about the good stuff. Now let's get to the nitty gritty, the dirty. Mobile sports betting has gone live this week, man, with a soft launch on Monday. FanDuel was popping from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I don't know what the numbers were on that. I'm very intrigued to know how much money they raked in 8 hours.
Right.
But I was out there. I was testing the waters, and I had good time. I mean, if you sign up, especially if you pre-registered, I mean, gosh, you got to have at least $300-400 of free money to play right now.
Yeah, I shared my experience with you, but I tried to pre-register and I got gypped.
No, man, it sucks.
DraftKings.
Yeah, but I mean, there are still a lot of specials and stuff out there now.
Oh yeah.
That if you just like make like a little $5 deposit or place a little $10 bet, you can get a couple of, get some free money back off of that. So yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much good to go. I believe. I know FanDuel's up and running. I've been playing around with that. I believe Caesars was supposed to go live today as well as MGM. So all of my sports, my degenerate sports gamblers. Now we can do this in real time. When I give you them easy money picks, you can put them joints on as soon as it comes from the goat's mouth. So we can all be in this together. Love it. Love it. All right. What's going on? What else is going on out here? Let's talk about the Ravens.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about them handing out the turkeys. Let's talk about them hitting the gridiron. Upcoming game, Sunday, and it's just a matter of how many points. Can we agree on that? I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that.
All right. I mean, what are you looking for this week, Mark? I was talking to my pops about this last particular game, and it was I had to pick up my father and my uncle from the game. They went down to the game. It was his birthday, and they had a good time, right? So picking up, we're talking about the game and everything, and I watched the game. I listened to some of it on the radio. It just seemed to me that Patrick Queen had a good game.
12 sacks.
Seems like he was every Yeah.
Led the team. Yeah, baby.
Right. And I think we've talked about this in the past. Like, even now, I feel like Patrick Queen is getting a bad rap.
Yeah. People are always dogging on him.
Yeah, still now to this day he's getting dogged. And I'm just not understanding it. And I was just wondering if we were seeing the same thing in last week's game, Mark.
Oh, I definitely saw it. I think we talked about it last week. Like, Patrick Queen has been doing good. And a little conversation popped up that I want to bring to you. And that's, we traded for Roquan Smith.
Yes.
And, his deal's up at the end of the year. We got Patrick Queen, who's at the end of his rookie deal. Who are you going to pay? And I got to say, I'm kind of leaning towards Patrick Queen.
You're goddamn right. And I'm so glad that you said this because, and talking about family debates for the holidays.
There you go.
My uncle's in the back seat, and I'm like, I don't mean any harm, but, this guy's getting a bad rap. He's not getting a fair shake here with some of the fans. And I honestly feel like what we're looking at right now is the future leader of our defense.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't get Roquan's old, okay? I mean, he's great. He's fantastic what he is. I'm all about the intangibles, Mark. But, yeah, I'm standing firm on this one. I'm planting the Patrick Queen flag, yo. I'm doing it. And I'm going all in. I'm not going to let anybody else talk bad about him. I'm going to war for this kid.
Hey, I'm right there with you. Ever since he
got man,
I've been on him. That freshman year he did really good. A little bit of slip off in the sophomore, kind of expected.
Yeah.
And it seems like anytime he has a little bit of a down game, people are just all over him. Like, oh, he's.
Oh, he did. Oh, yeah. I hate it. I hate the groups anyway.
But he's also, I think, one of those players that you can't look at numbers for everything because he's always in the quarterback's face. He's always involved in plays. If he's not getting the tackle, he's going to be right there. Last year, the year before, maybe not so much, but he's grown exactly like we expected and wanted him to do, and he's filling that role now, and he's just going to get better. As he
absolutely.
Yeah, I say, sign his ass for, and
Yeah.
attention and keep him going because Patrick Quinn.
Yes. Throw him a nice hefty bag.
Yes.
Hefty cinch sack bag. The ones we used to talk about back in the day that can just carry anything, bodies, whatever. Throw him one of those kind of bags. I'm serious about that. I'm planting the flag. And there you go. It's got full Jabo support. That should make him feel fantastic. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, back to this Sunday's game. People are starting to question our offense. How you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's unfair a little bit. We're out JK and Gus. Gus might be back, I hope, next week.
Definitely had our share of injuries, right?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
And every team has its injuries, granted. Two marquee running backs going out, that hurts you bad. Like, no doubt about it. Rashad Bateman going out, that hurts our receiving corps bad. But I think the offense has adapted well. We're at four wins in a row. Like,
I was just about to say, I don't understand how people are doing this. Since we've lost to the Giants, we have not lost. 4 consecutive wins, people. About to be 5. So, with that being said, and I love a nice battle-tested team going into the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
I love that shit. Yes, I want you to go in there beaten and bruised because you're prepared for anything at this point. You're prepared for any situation. Lamar has dealt with so many roster changes and so many different people and has still consistently been able to win. This is what you want from your offense.
Hell yeah.
It's not necessarily going out there and lighting it up like Patrick Mahomes and putting up 40 burgers every other night. It's not that. It's can you win when you still have those missing gaps?
Yes.
I mean, goddamn, I don't mean any harm, but when we didn't have Mark Andrews that one game, I was like, okay, we might drop this joint.
Yeah.
But we did the damn thing anyway. And how did we do it? Good defense on Lamar's back.
Yeah. I mean, that last game,
absolutely.
It wasn't pretty. A lot of defense and a lot of special teams.
It never is.
The early losses that we had this season, what were you say? They wouldn't play all 4 quarters. They played all 4 quarters, and in that 4th quarter is where they won it. They've learned. They're progressing. They're doing great. Just stop criticizing the offense when there's not there's the problems every other team in the league is facing. So, just lay off. Let them win and be happy with the wins.
You know who else learned? Let me tell you who else learned.
Uh-oh.
Freaking Coach Harbaugh, because he hasn't made any questionable calls. I mean, we haven't really been in a situation for him to make a boneheaded call, but it seems like we have really been managing the game pretty well last 2 games. I mean, I am not complaining at all. I'm actually pretty, satisfied with the way things are going here.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to second guess a coach when there's a 4th down call and they go for it. Thankfully, he hasn't been put into too many of those situations over these 4 wins. We'll see how that goes as the season goes on. And, we have Jacksonville next. The rest of the schedule is looking great for the
absolutely. And we are at this point in the season, right, where we take the Immortals and we find out that they are actually pretty human. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and what do I mean by that? I'm talking about the 37-point shellacking Dallas Cowboys put on 7-1 Vikings. I am talking about the Indianapolis Colts with a busted up, I don't even know, WTF. That's a WTF and a come through. Like, what the hell? Matt Ryan, who had lost his job, hadn't played, came back in,
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. They beat the Colts. I'm not talking about the Colts. I'm talking about the Redskins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Philly lost to the Redskins. I'm talking to the Redskins. Okay, and who was that? It was Taylor Heineke.
Wait. What's the team's name from DC?
Oh, my God. I did it, dude. I did it. We're going to do it. We're going to take a tally on how many times I do that this season. For crying out loud. The Commanders. Bless me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, my friends down there in Chocolate City, man. Sorry about that. But, yeah, I mean, and that's even worse. Taylor Heineke, Taylor who? Washington Redskins division game, they dropped the ball. Buffalo Bills taking some L's. I mean, all those top tiers. The other teams like the Ravens are saying, okay, if not, we have seen a formula or a way to beat these guys. If it's not that, it'll be okay. Well, if this team can do it, we can do it too. And goddamn it, if Dallas can beat the crap out of the Vikings like that, I like the Ravens' chances. If Washington can can completely stun Philly, I like the Ravens' chances to be an upset special. I do.
Yeah.
I do. And honestly, I don't care what anybody says. Buffalo don't want to see us.
Oh, Josh Allen has had some terrible games.
Yeah.
Like
Kansas City really don't want to see us either. Not in the shape they're in right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been kind of getting by, and with the help of their opponents.
Yep.
There are a lot of people out there that don't want to see us right now, man. So, hey, is what it is. So I guess we're both in agreement that Sunday against the Jaguars, it's not going to be much competition. I believe. Let me take a look really quickly. I'm going to do a little easy money pick on the Ravens. So let me check and see what the spread is.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Let's see. Ravens, 1 p.m., CBS, Baltimore -4. Take that shit all day, dude. Over-under is 43.5. I'm going to go under. Last week it was 13-3. I feel like this is a similar situation for us.
Okay. With
even more problems on offense on the other side of the ball. I'm 43 points. That's a lot of points, man. And, depending upon if we get Big Gus back, I mean, we could be running the ball a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
It seems like, well, not even that it seems, we need to reestablish a win game. That's who we are.
Yep.
I think that's something that we need to do. And it gives everybody, plus Lamar, more options on offense. So, yeah, you guys under 43.5. Take them Ravens on the points. Book it. Just want to pat myself on the back. You said what now?
The easy money pick.
Yep, that's the easy money pick. And just to pat myself on the back, I gave y'all that easy money pick with the Ravens last week.
Yep.
Told y'all take Carolina with them points. I mean, they squeaked it out, but, there's rules and levels to this shit. So, y'all go ahead and mark that down and book it.
Especially now that sportsbook app is legal here. So
that's what I'm telling. Do it right now. Do it now.
You got the power to call in your hands.
Hell yeah. This holiday season is especially wonderful because we talked about it a little bit last week, but we are in the thick of it now. The World Cup 2022 is going whole time down in Qatar. The U.S. have had a game. They ended in a draw with Wales. Exceeded expectations for the game because they were not favored. And honestly, they're not favored to go very deeply in the playoffs because, let's face it, the men's team has not been playing up to par as of late.
Yeah.
Okay? But we've got, kind of a young squad. I believe we had the youngest captain in the tournament. And, they tied that game. We're cool about that. Next up, they have England, which is going to be a hellified test because they're a very good club.
Yep.
But yeah, man, World Cup's going in full effect. We've already had major upsets. A couple days ago, they tilted the world on its axis. Saudi Arabia kicked Lionel Messi and Team Argentina to the curb.
Yep.
Today, Japan stuns Germany in like the last minutes of the game. scoring 2+ goals. I mean, the underdogs are coming through and in full effect, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, have you been excited about the World Cup?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun to watch. And, going back to that Japan-Germany game real quick,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
going to share a picture that the quality isn't that good because I took a screenshot. But shout out to the Japan fans because after Japan beats Germany, they go and clean up the stadium.
Really? See that?
That's how respectful Japanese
God
fans
damn
are.
it. Right, and discipline, and like, exactly, respect, discipline, not only for the team, but for the game itself. I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Japan.
I do.
That's amazing, man. Shout out to
Hell
Japan.
yeah. And shout out to you because this is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and segue into this thing. Like, we're talking about things. I want to talk about the World Cup and some of the best things about the World Cup, and in particular this World Cup, and some of the bad things, some of the worst things, best and worst.
Oh, yeah?
World Cup 2022. Let's do this. First thing. Best thing about the World Cup. Fans. Mark just alluded to that. Fans. They be coming with it. I mean, this is an international sport. This, you could very well say the most popular sport in the world, right?
Yep.
And they come with it. The World Cup is not a yearly thing, so when it does go down, you get to see some of the most wonderful and extravagant costumes. I mean, we think we be doing stuff over here, like when we be seeing like Raider Nation and some of the other teams, Cowboys and whatnot, get down with the costumes. Man, I watched Mexico play yesterday. They had some costumes for your butt. Man, it was great. It was completely entertaining. I love that. I love that about the sports. Things. Do you have one thing that you wanted to put out there about the World Cup that you love? I was gonna say we can do a back and forth thing.
Just it's been exciting to watch. Like, I'm not a big soccer fan.
Yeah.
I don't follow the Premier League and everything every year.
I don't either. Yeah.
But man, I feel like I'm almost into it more this year than I've ever been. And I mean, remember, 4 years ago we had a couple soccer players come on and talk about it from their point of view. And this year it's just exciting for some reason. So
yeah,
I'm digging it.
All right, word up. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about one of the things that I don't like. I'm gonna go back and forth with this.
Okay.
All right, so I just mentioned that it's being hosted in Qatar, okay, which is, oh man, I know I'm gonna mess this up. It's, I guess I can say yes. It's like it's a Muslim area, right? Yes. And they have a lot of their own rules and traditions, right?
And laws, yes.
And laws, yes, right. Laws. So it has been. It's known. It's been announced. It's known that they have banned drinking in the stadiums during the World Cup tournament.
Yeah, I guess there was some debate they were going to allow it at one point. And
yeah.
Right before the World Cup started, as when they laid it down and said, nope, no drinking.
Yep, WTF moment of the week. What the hell, man? Like, I'm sorry. And World Cup Confederation, or whatever the name of the group is, don't ever allow another place that is going to have, that is not, it makes me sound so horrible, but I am so serious about this. This cannot happen again, basically. This cannot happen again. Now, I know, we've recently talked about recent tragedies at football matches. And when I say football, I mean like world football, soccer matches. But, dude, enjoying a beer while you're watching your club, that's part of the tradition. Okay? And it's really fucked up that they banned it. Man, it's just insane.
Now,
they talk about a dry game.
You know there is a non-alcoholic beer that's like the official beer that's being served there, right?
What, O'Doul's?
No.
I'm kidding with you.
That's probably still around. I don't know, but
It is.
it's Bud Zero, which I had never heard of Bud Zero, but apparently it's been in the
So
States
it's
for
basically water.
yeah, apparently it's been in the States for like 2 or 3 years now, from the article I was reading.
Uh huh. So that's it, Bud Zero.
Bud Zero.
Christ Almighty. All right. Well, yep. That's one of the things that I hate. Go back to one of the things that I love about the World Cup. Back to the fans. I was talking about, earlier about the costumes and whatnot. What about the international hotties that be in the stands? That has become a thing with the World Cup now. Seems like the cameraman can always find the cutest girls of the country. And I enjoy every bit of it. Oh my goodness. Yes. Shout out to Morocco. Lord.
See,
And,
I've been like working while the games have been going on, so I've been listening more than watching.
it's
so
impossible. If you start watching them games, you will stop watching. I guarantee you. It's crazy.
I gotta pay attention better.
Yeah. Going back to things that I don't like, and about this one in particular, they've been doing a lot of banning. They've also banned a lot of expression. I don't even, how do I say this? Expressionatory things, items.
Yes.
Yes, in particular, there is a love patch and a rainbow patch and armbands and whatnot that's going around. And the people of Qatar are like, no, we're not going to have any of that. And, I don't like that. I got to say, I don't like that either, man. You cannot. And again, this can never happen again, you guys. I'm seriously, like, we cannot be hosting in places where things like this happen and they have total control over you. We're supposed to be bringing everybody together,
Yeah. FIFA needs to do better on the host countries.
Yeah. I mean, I understand everybody should get a fair shot, but I mean, we've also got to be responsible about this, I feel.
Yeah. And shout out to God, I forget the young lady's name, but there was a commentary person from some other country. There's a picture of her in the commentary booth, and she did have like a rainbow shirt on. So she was like,
people have been trying to find other ways.
Yeah.
To get it in, which is really sweet.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. I mean, I feel like we just gotta do better. Gotta do better with that one. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So we're gonna jump from international football to good old American football. Got 4 games tomorrow, right? Is it 4? Yeah, big baby.
3?
Got 4. I believe it's 4. So, Jabo, what we're going to do is Squaw's going to break down each game. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. I'm sorry. Yep, 3 games. Yeah, I'm going to put an extra game in there somewhere. It's crazy. First game starting at 12:30. And outsiders and degenerate gamblers, get your notepads out because I'm going to give you some jewels. All right. First game, 12:30. Buffalo Bills on the road at Detroit Lions. Buffalo Bills last week had a very, for lack of a better word, adventurous week. Game got uprooted. Had to go elsewhere to play their game because of this crazy snowstorm. Traveled Saturday night, played Sunday morning. Now they're on the road again. Going to the Detroit Lions team that is not, I mean, they can use some better defense, but know how to put up points just as bad as they do. Right?
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills -9.5. I'm gonna let you go first before I say my jewels. Drop my jewels, okay?
We talked about Josh Allen earlier, not necessarily having the best games lately. Detroit's been looking pretty good. I think they actually got back-to-back wins, which
oh yeah,
for
baby,
that franchise is rare to come by. And Buffalo, however, they did leave Buffalo and they played their game at Ford Field there in Detroit. They've been in Detroit all week, So you think they're comfortable at least? It's kind of a home game for both teams in that aspect. Like they're not traveling, they're not
Yeah.
living that life. Uh, but Detroit, if there's one thing Detroit Lions fans know, which I have a lot of family that is Detroit Lions fans, is that they know how to lose. And I think Buffalo's when they're at their best, they're so good. I've got to go with the Bills on this one. Like I can't see, I can see ways for Detroit to win. I mean, hell, they beat the Packers earlier in the season,
Yeah.
but I think I got to ride with Buffalo. They were probably my preseason pick for the AFC, and until they proved me wrong, then I got to ride with Buffalo on this one.
Okay. I mean, if you look at it on paper, yeah, it's kind of hard to pick against the Bills, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, outsiders, easy money pick. You better take them Detroit Lions with them points. Yes, I am telling y'all right now, 9.5 is entirely too much.
Yeah.
5, 6, I'd love it. 9.5, hell no. Let's not forget, this is the same Buffalo Bills that lost 20-17 against the Jets. This is the same Buffalo Bills that lost to Minnesota Vikings, who I am not completely 100% sold on.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, that shellacking of Minnesota, that was not a surprise to me. I actually took Cowboys with the 2 points because I knew it was coming. Because I am not sold on the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, I know. I've seen Kirk Cousins on the jet with all the chains on, walking around with no shirt on, getting his freaky deek on. I get it, but I'm not sold. Okay? They barely beat. Yeah, it ended up being an 8-point win, but they barely beat Jacoby Brissett and the Cleveland Browns. They have been limping these past 3 weeks, folks. And like you said, Detroit Lions, their offense looks good. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's a freaking stud. How do I know? He's on my fantasy team. Yeah. What's the other kid's name? Jamal Williams, running back. I mean, they've got some offense. They can put up the points, you guys. Yes, I think ultimately the Bills will win because they are the better team, but it's going to be a lot closer than you guys think. A lot closer.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you right now, take the Detroit Lions with the 9.5 points. Over and under. Over under is like 54.5. I'd take that over all day. The only thing that the Detroit Lions love doing more than scoring points is giving up points. So that's that. All right, next matchup. 4:30. New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys. Battle. Some could say this is it is. It's a battle for second place in the NFC East. We all know who the best team is as of right now.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. All right, Giants looking good too. Cowboys finally starting to pull it together. What the hell is going on? I'm just looking at these. Dallas -10. Double-digit spreads. God, they are. You know what it is. Vegas is trying to get their money back. I told my homeboys, these apps are going to go live. We are going to have, 1, 2, 3 great days of betting. And then around Thanksgiving, boom, Vegas is going to get all their money back. And this is how they're going to do it.
You think
These
so?
dumb, high-ass spreads. Okay, Giants, Cowboys. Okay, Daniel Jones. Christ, what are they doing in New York Giants? Oh, well, they got Wink down there busting ass. I can say that.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley is he still running? Like, what is happening?
I believe he is.
Yeah, with the Giants. Okay, and then you got, of course, on the other side of the ball, got my man Dak and Freaky Zeke. Love the two. And then this Gallup kid who's breaking through, kicking ass and taking names. So, yeah, I can see how you would think Dallas would be 10-point favorites, but it's completely ludicrous. Mark, how you feeling about this game?
This is of teams that I don't religiously follow. This is probably one of the best rivalries in the NFL.
Yeah.
It used to annually be on Monday Night Football. Like one of their games would always be on Monday night. They kind of fell off when both teams sucked. But this is one of those games, like they play twice a year, maybe 3 times if you're lucky, that I look forward to every year. And now that the Giants have been looking good this year, I kind of like it still. But the Giants have only won one out of the last 12 games against the Cowboys. Cowboys are riding like a 5 or 6 game win streak at AT&T, and we all know where the game's being played because it's Thanksgiving Day. It's at AT&T.
Oh yeah.
And New York, for how strong they started the season, they have kind of fell back. Daniel Jones, like, he's a beast on fantasy, but they can still lose games and him get 45 points on fantasy. So, that's neither here nor there. But like you said, Wink, like, he has their defense, one of the top defenses in the league. So if they're going to win this game, it's going to have to be on defense. But Zeke, man, like, I kind of rode off Zeke for a while there.
Really?
Yeah, because his production just kind of was, and then especially the last 2-3 games, he's going back to form, especially with running backs when they're out injured and they're constantly injured. It's hard for them to get back to being that pinnacle that they can be, and I think Zeke's proving that running backs can still do it. I hate picking Dallas. I hate Dallas. But especially since I rode with them a couple years ago and they highly disappointed me for my preseason pick. But just all the streaks and everything in this series, it's hard to go against Dallas in this game. They're not going to get that 10-point spread. But,
hell no! Don't do it, outsiders. Easy money pick number 2. Don't do it.
I'm definitely going to go with Dallas to win the game overall.
Absolutely. What Vegas is trying to do, it's smoke and mirrors, baby. Smoke and mirrors. Okay, they got.
Whoa!
What's happening?
We got a point prediction in the feed.
Please throw it up.
Harry.
What's up, Bob?
He says Cowboys are going to win 35-17.
Oh my goodness! I just hate when we disagree so much because I love Harry so much, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
He says the Cowboys will win and make the spread. The Giants have one receiver and no corners.
I don't know, double-digit spreads once again, and then this one in particular, division matchup.
Yeah.
Man, and, like I said, smoke and mirrors, baby. We are riding high, especially the media, because they just love to pump shit up off of this one win against Minnesota Vikings. Daniel Jones is playing decent. A good run game. And Daniel Jones knows how to manage a game. I mean, come on, man. He's 7-3, right?
Yeah.
I'm just I'm just thinking, like, I am not seeing the Dallas Cowboys winning by more than 10 points. I mean, I think this will be a game that will bring them back down to reality a little bit. Okay, and say, all right, these are some areas that we may need to work on, but and this is just me. We'll see.
Especially right now, after that Minnesota game.
Yeah, it's just the perfect setup for it. I'm telling you, it's just the perfect freaking setup. But all right, so I too agree with you, Mark. Cowboys, but not by more than 10. Outsiders, book it. Okay. Over under, I'm gonna pass on that one because I can't. It's 45.5. I don't like the number. I can't go either way on that. So we're going to move to the next matchup, which has the potential to be an intriguing matchup. I'm going to be honest with you. Patriots and the Vikings.
Yeah.
The nightcap. Okay? Vikings minus 2.5. We just spent a lot of time talking about Kirk Cousins in the Vikings. And The Patriots are trying to make their way. You know, they're definitely trying to make their way. Bill Belichick. Who are you expecting to come out on top of this matchup? AFC, NFC matchup. Gotta love that.
Man, the Patriots, they're looking pretty good. It's funny because like after so many years of dominating, they're in a competitive, tough division.
Yeah.
That they're trying for that wild card. They're definitely not going to win the division out, but
definitely not familiar territory, fuckers.
Minnesota's hurting after that.
Yeah.
That shellacking that Dallas laid on them. I think everyone was shocked by that score, and are they going to be fired up enough to say this isn't us? You know, we're at home, and that was an anomaly. I don't know. But I think the Patriots, people wrote them off when Tom Brady left, and yeah, there were some rough years, but they've been able to maintain and not go total shit. But I think I like the Patriots in this one. I think Minnesota is just man. They look so good earlier in the season, and I think they're one of those teams that look good early and kind of fall apart. And Patriots gonna take advantage of it.
Take it. I'm looking for the Vikings to bounce back here, right?
Okay.
I mean, they would almost have to for them to continue to be taken seriously. All right. The Vikings have, they've had their share of opponents, right? But I want to talk about some of these opponents, okay?
Okay.
All right. Lost to Philadelphia Eagles. All right. Lost to Dallas Cowboys. Two legit teams.
Yes.
All right. Beat Green Bay. Nobody's worried about Green Bay, right? Beat Detroit. Not really worried about the opponent. Beat New Orleans. Complete disarray team. Beat Chicago. Young quarterback. They're trying to find an identity and get their things together. Beat Miami. Let me see this game. I'm not sure. I don't even think they had Tua at that time. Yeah. Beat Miami with Teddy Bridgewater. Completely correct on that one. Who else do we have here? Okay, so Miami beat Arizona. We all know Arizona's looking like hot fucking shit. Even Kyler Murray knows it because he doesn't want to play. Beat Washington. Okay. Beat Buffalo. Josh Allen, bum elbow. Have they really had their fair share of tough opponents?
A good mix, I guess.
Yeah, it's tough. It's only two tough ones.
No, yeah.
In my book, out of the 10, 9, two tough ones,
Two tough
dude.
ones, yeah.
No, I'm not impressed. So, what I'm going to need from you guys is to bounce back in a major way. I'm talking about this one. You need to win by 10 points. This needs to be a double-digit win for the Vikings. Because they stopped talking about them. You know what they're talking about now? 49ers.
Oh, yeah. It needs to be a double digit, but will it be a double digit?
No. Because like I told you, I'm not sold. And you're right. New Orleans might whip their ass too. It's a possibility. But that's what I'm going to need from them. I'm going to go with the Vikings, man. I'm going to count on Kirk Cousins making a believer out of me.
Harry says Vikings will win, but I don't expect it to be double digits. Minnesota by 10.
God, what has been with us lately, Harry?
Minnesota
he used to be like my sports soulmate, and we have just been on opposite ends of the spectrum as of late. Past couple months.
You said you don't think it'll be double digits. He's saying not double digits. He's saying by a touchdown, 24-17.
Yeah, but still, I want shellacking. I want to get them shellacking vibes. I don't want that tepid shit. I want the thunder and lightning, just like me. You can back me up on that. But oh man, yeah. All right, so yeah, I mean that wraps up the 3-game, the triple dip, as I like to call it, the turducken, if you will, of games for Thanksgiving Day.
Now, what's the over/under on you falling asleep by the beginning of the third game?
Total freaking over. We can even do minutes. Over under 5 minutes. Under 5 minutes on the first freaking game. If I even make it there, man. I'm telling you, especially when we doing some of the cooking and I get started at 12. Like, man, I don't even know. We'll see. I'm damn sure going to try because you know I'm going to have some money on it. Yeah. But, yeah, man. Yeah, under 5 minutes, dog. No doubt. No doubt. Hell yeah. Do you have any other announcements or anything that you wanted to do?
I got to come through. I got a big come
sure.
through. It was
Absolutely.
Earlier this week, I believe. 18-year-old Brown University freshman Olivia Pichardo, the first woman to make an active NCAA baseball team.
Oh, I like that. We haven't really had a chance to really talk about anything like that since Monet Davis.
Yeah.
So sweet. I like that. All right, I'm gonna do 2 other little tidbits. Next week, I believe it's either December 2nd or 3rd. Next Sunday is the Mayor's Christmas Parade up on the Avenue in Hamden.
Okay.
Everybody knows about, I guess they call it Miracle on 34th Street or whatever. Once they light up all the houses and everything like that. And then also next week is the Baltimore tree lighting.
That's on
Thursday, Mount Vernon,
right?
Yeah. So plenty of things for you guys to do to get into the Christmas holiday spirit, man.
Also,
go ahead.
December 3rd, that Saturday, the Avenue at White Marsh is doing a Christmas parade also.
Awesome. There you go.
I've been to that one a few times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah, it's
nice.
Cool.
So we'll be marching all over the place in the name of the holidays and goodwill. We are going to be taking next week off, the rest of this week and next week for the holiday, because your favorite squad needs a break too. And what we'll be doing is we'll be getting back with you guys starting the week of what is that, December 3rd, 4th?
Yeah.
Something like that.
The
I'm sorry, 10th. Hey, hold on, let me look at this. Let me take a look. Look at excuse me.
The 4th is that Sunday, so that week. So probably around the 6th.
4th. I had it right. I did. It was the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll be getting back with you guys the week of the 4th. So, have a great Thanksgiving holiday. Everybody be safe. You know how we end this show, Baltimore spread love, man. I mean, the homicide rate is and the numbers of shootings and deaths, it's just really out of control this year, man.
Yeah.
Got to get a handle on this thing. We are filling up a pandemic. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. And most importantly, man, love on each other on this holiday. Love on each other. Love on your family. Love on strangers too, man. It's the one thing that we can never have enough of. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Enjoy your holiday. I'm Keisha. On the other end is my main slice of pizza, Mark. And we are just a bit outside. Y'all have a good one. Peace.